Before I get into the story, let me give a shout out to Smoke, who sent me this article in Discord. And shout out to everybody who has been coming through to the Discord. Definitely, the community is definitely growing over there by the day. So this story right here is coming out of Florida. We are back in Florida. Posted September 6, 2021 on the Daily Caller, where you have this man by the name of Bryan James Riley, who is a vet who went on a shooting spree and killed a few people and got taken in alive. Anyone care to guess why? And I didn't even know this story existed. This is recent. But let's go ahead and get into it. A former Marine went on a shooting spree in Florida Sunday. And by the way, I'm actually recording this video on the day that the story was published. So this most likely definitely happened on the 5th. I'm just giving y'all the date because it's probably not going to go up the same day or around the same time as me recording the video. But a former Marine went on a shooting spree in Florida Sunday, killing 4 people, including an infant, before surrendering to authorities, according to a sheriff's office. Bryan James Riley, a 33-year-old war veteran who served as a sharpshooter in Afghanistan, allegedly shot and killed 4 people and a dog in 2 adjacent Lakeland, Florida homes before briefly exchanging fire with sheriff deputies. Now look at that. This guy shot 4 and killed 4 people, an infant, a dog, and got in a shootout with the police and still got taken in. I wonder why. Was it because he was in Afghanistan? He's a war vet. He's in the Marines. What? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me and let me know what it is? The New York Times reported Riley ultimately surrendered and officers then quickly transported him to a nearby hospital for treatment of a gunshot wound. If Riley had given us the opportunity, we would have shot him up a lot, but he didn't because he was a coward. Polk County Sheriff Grady. Well, why didn't you take the chance? If this James character was a little bit darker, you probably would have. You see, it's easy to shoot innocent children and babies and people in the middle of the night when you've got the gun and they don't, but he was not much of a man. Well, if you feel that much, why didn't you shoot to kill? I mean, you sound a little bit sympathetic towards the victims, but you sound a little bit more empathetic to the shooter. How does that work? On Saturday evening, a woman called the police to report a suspicious man on her property, WFLA reported. She told officers that the man, later identified as Riley, showed up to her home and said he was there to save her suicidal daughter. The deputies responded to the incident and searched the area near the woman's home for 22 minutes, but were unable to locate Riley or his vehicle and departed, according to WFLA. Several hours later, at around 4:30 a.m. Sunday, the sheriff's deputy office received multiple reports of gunfire coming from the same area. I will never be able to unsee that mother with that deceased infant in her arms as they both lie there dead. It is a horror to the utmost magnitude. Lakeland Police Department Assistant Chief of Police Sam Taylor said no police officer had been injured during the exchange of gunfire with Riley by the grace of God, WFLA reported. The Polk County Sheriff's Department said it hadn't yet established any connection between Riley and the individuals he murdered, WFLA reported. Riley doesn't have a criminal history. Riley, who was a survivalist, was high on meth. So you mean to tell me meth made him do this? At the time of the shooting spree, according to Judd, WTVT-TV reported. Judd added that Riley's girlfriend told police that he has struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder related to his military service and recently began claiming that he could talk to God. Here it is. Here's the mental illness. It's coming. It's coming. Judd said Riley has lacked remorse in interviews with detectives since the shooting. According to the NYT, at one point, he acknowledged his victims begged for their lives, but that he killed them anyway. He's evil in the flesh, Judd said. The NYT reported he was a rabid animal. Yet, he did not get put down like the rabid animal that they, gave him the title of. I mean, think about it. Like I said, this guy killed 4 people, an infant, shot a dog, and got into a shootout with the police, and he still got taken in alive. He was allegedly high on meth, suffering allegedly from post-traumatic distress disorder. Now, that's the only one I can believe because of his war background. That's the only one I'll believe. But that meth, I didn't know meth could make you do that. Maybe it's a different, I don't know. But they said he showed no remorse when he was being interviewed. So him showing no remorse, that's going to probably hurt his case even more as far as getting a mental illness plea. I mean, they probably still might give it to him. Who knows? But I'm saying if he was a little bit darker, and when I say a little bit darker, I'm talking about and identified as black, he wouldn't have been carried out alive. He would have been carried out all right, just not breathing, most likely. And yet again, it's Florida, yet again. And I said, this story went really quiet. I did not know this story had even existed, even for it to have just been recently posted up. I didn't hear nothing about it. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments.